My pranams and salutations to Mr. Aravind G. of mentor of Achariya group of institutions. And more than all this principal or mentor and all those things, he is a very good friend of mine. And I really welcome you for that matter. And I stand before you with great pride and pleasure to just be here with Achariya group of families. And I welcome our ma'am principal, teachers, and my dear parents and students of Achariya group of institution. First of all, let us learn what is education and what is the principles involved in education. That is, at the outset, school gives us an opportunity to learn edification. That is, the meaning of edification is education plus the overall development, other skills involved in mentoring a particular child. And this is what is edification is. And school gives you all an opportunity to intermingle and learn by your own creativity. And with the help of the teachers, we all learn to interact with each other and learn to be a good citizen. And alone we can say, and together we can talk. And alone we can smile, and together we can laugh. Alone we can enjoy, and together we celebrate. So the school gives you all an opportunity to intermingle and interact with all the fellow citizens to be one among the best successful student in the society. Education is like water, and as like water doesn't have any space, and even education is endless. And without education, a sky will be a moonless sky, it will be like a moonless sky without education in anybody's life. And through education, we attain success. And to bring success, we definitely need a lot of determination and perseverance. Hard work, which is very important to bring success in our life of education. And there is a beautiful Sanskrit word by name Griha Tyagi, that is one who leaves their comfort from their house, that is leaves their comfort zone and come and settle down for a kind of education, for a system of education in a school. And I personally feel Griha Tyagi, that is where you surrender to an Acharya. That is Acharyan Tiruvadigaleye Charanam. So, like that. And Achariya is a group of institutions, a school of institutions, where the parents can surrender yourself to them right from the inception of the child, so that they take care of a child till their college, till their eternal happiness, and wherever they belong to. Even just now also I just met a boy who has been an Acharya, who has completed his BAR, and he has placed well. Like that, you just surrender to Acharya and they will definitely take you to a higher level of education. And in order to have a systemized education, genes and environment plays a very important role. And genes, where we are born in and whom we are born for and what is my color and where do I born, all this it doesn't belong to my hands. Whereas environment, where we are groomed, it definitely belongs to us. That is, the environment the parents create at home is very important for any child to grow and learn in the society. And when you just leave your child in the school in the beginning of the year, you will have an expectation, and the end of the academic year, you will have a kind of feel whether a child has succeeded in the particular class or in the particular session, whatever I have left my child into. And in between expectation and end, there are three different types of formulas involved in that. That is enthusiasm, effort and efficiency. Whether a child has grown with all these three qualities, only when these three qualities amalgamate together, then a real education takes place in a child. And in order to build a conducive environment, definitely parents' relationship with the child is very important. And to love and to be loved. That is very important formula which we need to follow at home. And when we just look into the matter of relationship, there are four main criteria which we have to think of and which we have to follow as a parent or as a teacher to a child. Am I the right person to correct the individual? When you keep on correcting any individual, when you keep on correcting your family members, only when you correct, at a time, at always or at times, when you just keep on correcting, what happens? You only end up in a strained relationship with bitterness or unpleasant relationship. But when you correct, just think whether am I the right person to correct the particular individual. And am I doing the correction without any expectation? Or do I have any expectation when I am doing the correction for the particular individual? Whether I am expecting anything, whether I want the child to be good to me or whether I want the child to be smart to me, all these things matters when you just correct a particular child. Am I the right role model to correct the particular child? Am I living to the particular expectation of the child? Am I being the role model? So this is very important. What happens in most of the corrections and most of the tensions in the family or in the school? 10% is an issue. The issue is only 10%, but 90% we flare up with the voice of tone, with the tone of voice which we utter to the particular individual. So how do we talk and how do we put on certain things to a particular child is very important. We have to analyze and ascertain before we could come into conclusion of any kind of problem involved. And for all this, definitely we have to be a role model. Role model is very important. Modeling the particular character, modeling the particular individual is very important. Modeling a particular achiever is very important. And am I doing the correction at the right time? Right time is very important. Suppose a boy completes his chemistry paper and he just comes home saying I have done very well and I've got, I'll definitely get sent up. Then the particular child just looks into the book and finds out that he has done something wrong. He has done something wrong. He has missed 2 marks. And the child openly says, oh, I think I've forgotten this. I didn't write this properly. I'm going to miss 2 marks. Then the mother just shouts at him and says, how can you miss these 2 marks? We have made you to prepare so well and you have also studied so well. Isn't it a fault of yours? How can you do this? And this is not the right time to correct the particular child. So timing to correct a particular individual is very important. And to bring in all these qualities, hard work and perseverance is very important. How much ever work we do, that is the work, it has to be very smart and combined with the perseverance, coupled with perseverance will definitely fetch us result. And there is a beautiful word in Sanskrit, kaka cheshta, that is the effort of a crow. Kaka, crow, cheshta means the effort. So we all have read that story when we were very young. The crow was feeling very thirsty and it couldn't find water anywhere. Then the crow went around in search of a water. Then the crow just found a small quantity of water in a pitcher. Then the crow couldn't put its beak into the particular pitcher. And the crow had an idea, the crow thought of an idea and it went around in search of pebbles. It just took pebbles one by one and it put it into the pitcher When the water came to the rim, the crow had that water and quenched its thirst. So this story we have learned when we were very young, even just before we could go to school. So this effort of a crow is a kind of quality which any individual, which any student must possess. And the pencil, if you just take an example of a pencil, and when we go to the first day of the school, almost everyone carries a pencil. And how the pencil manufacturers manufacture it, and only when the lead comes out by sharpening, only by sharpening. So how do we sharpen it? We sharpen it with a sharpener. Definitely it will have a pain, and without pain there are no gains. So no pains, no gains. So definitely we have to undergo a lot of pressure, a lot of pains in order to become successful in our field, in a particular field. And suppose if your child is weak in any of the academic skills, just find out whether a child is weak in reading, or whether a child is weak in spelling or writing or comprehension or mathematics skill, or the child is forgetting, or the child is not able to cope up, he has got behavioral problem. So all this, just have an idea, just have a look where the child is going wrong and what is the academic skills of the particular child. And we have to have a story of a giraffe here. A giraffe, once when it gives birth to a younger one, and immediately it just kicks the younger one. Then the younger one just flatters immediately after the birth. When a young one gets a kick, it doesn't know what to do. It just wobbles around. Again, the mother giraffe gives a huge kick, and the younger one just started wobbling with its legs, and it starts to stand on its own legs. Then the mother giraffe just goes near the younger one and just kisses and hugs the younger one. Because the mother giraffe knows my child needs to meet so many people in the society, and the child has to be alone. So in order to satisfy all the skills, mother giraffe just waits for the younger one to get up of its own and stand on its own legs. So dear parents, please don't think you own the child. We don't own any child. The child has come through us, and it is our responsibility just to take care of their education and just give them the way to succeed in their life. The rest, the child will take care of its own. And in order to be a successful parent, we should always be like an authoritative parent, like vigil, always be vigil like a dog. We all must have noticed a dog, even when it sleeps, it looks like as if it's sleeping, but what happens, a small minute sound also, it just gets up and it just looks around. It is always vigil with whatever it hears, the dog hears. Similarly, we have to be always vigil. We should be authoritative. We have to give our complete love to the child. We must be authoritative, and we must also be vigilant in watching where our child goes, what is he doing. All these things we have to keep on watching. Even the teachers, we have to keep on. Our 2 eyes must be on the children. And children, please don't forget, 2 little eyes of the children are also on the elders. So in order to compensate, we should definitely be a role model for any particular child. And children, please follow this acronym in order to be successful in your education. That is, be smart in whatever you are doing. That is, S specifies, specific, be specific in whatever goal you want to attain, whatever goal you want to reach in your life, be specific. And your goal must be measurable, and find out what is your goal. Whether your goal is, see, I cannot say by sitting here in India, I should become president of US. So the goal should be measurable. And also just find out what is your accelerating level. Are you working towards your goal? Is your goal really matters to you? Are you working towards your goal? Accelerate, energize yourself. And R stands for rectify. Rectify your mistake wherever you must have gone lot of mistakes. Even elders at this age, 40, 50, all have gone through their own life and all have come up through their own mistakes in their life. So there's nothing wrong, just rectify and respond to the mistakes. Don't react to the mistake and find a shortcut method. Just respond to the mistakes whatever you have done and rectify yourself. And your goal should be time bound. Just fix a target for your goal to reach your goal, time bound, and also be together in achieving your goal. Just coordinate with your family members, just coordinate with your teachers, and just give them the particular respect, whatever respect you need to give to the gurus and your parents, so that your goal can be achieved. See, every one of us, there is a birth and death, B and D. In between B and D, there is a small little letter C. In between birth and death, we all have a choice of living. We all have a choice of living. When I just went to Delhi by air, and the particular person, she was just telling me, ma'am, we guarantee your takeoff. And I said, what about landing? Then the particular person was saying, no ma'am, you just follow whatever religion you are in, just sit and pray your favorite God and your landing will take place. So for in between takeoff and landing, the passengers who are sitting in the aircraft, it is their own choice. If I want to munch something, I can just keeping on eating something. If I want to read something, I can keep on reading. If I want to chat with my friends, if I want to chat with the fellow passengers, I can just keep doing that. Or I can just get up, or I can just do whatever I want. It is our choice. So life is a journey with different choices. We have different choices. Between birth and death, there is always a C. That is the choice we take in life. So whatever choice you take up, just choose the right choice for your correct, right destination, which is very important. And life is very beautiful, and what you are is your gift to God. What you make of yourself is your gift to God. So just make life very beautiful. And being a male is a matter of birth. Everyone is born as a male or female. Being a male is a matter of birth. Being a man is a matter of age. Being a gentleman is a matter of choice. In the same way for women also. Being a woman is a matter of age, but being a gentlewoman is a matter of our choice. Yad bhavam tad bhavati. As you think, so you become. So whatever you think, whatever you think your child is going to become, in the same way. Just think horizon. Just think very bold. Think very, very prominently. Think very promptly. Think very energetically. Whatever your child want to become in your life, whatever you want your child to become in their life, just think very energetically and make the child to achieve success in their life. As you sow, so shall you reap. So whatever you sow, whatever the seeds you sow, that is what is going to sprout and come up in life. So let us always put a nice type of seeds, so that the seeds grow well and it just gives us good results. And superficial technology, see, now we are all in WhatsApp and Facebook and all that. Don't just go and sit with your sit in the house just with mobile phone or TV in front of you, television sets and mobile phone. No, other than this, there is a beautiful relationship at home. Don't get bounded by the technology. Just sit with your sons or daughters, sit with them and find out what's happening in the school and how they are, whether they are happy, and just enjoy with them. And don't give them the mobile and just become a victim of that mobile phone, and just make them to be successful in their life just by chatting with them every day. And man is a social animal, and we cannot live without any kind of talk to people. So in order to be successful, we need to talk. We cannot live only with technology. Only with 2 fingers we cannot live in this world. Man need to talk. So whatever the time given to me, I think I've just shared little knowledge, whatever I have with you all. Thank you for the